In researching yesterday's video on baby talk, I came across baby sign. While it's interesting and anecdotally seems quite useful, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's actually a sign language. Baby sign involves the use of specific gestures to stand in for verbal words or concepts, which on the adult side they're often paired with. This builds on symbolic gestures such as pointing, reaching, or waving, which babies have traditionally relied on for communication. But there are some key differences. One is the specificity of meaning of baby sign versus symbolic gestures, and the other is that symbolic gestures develop spontaneously while baby sign is intentionally taught. There are several claimed benefits to baby sign. One is that by having infants practicing language from an earlier stage, it will enhance their language acquisition skills. Another is given the role of communication in behavioral, emotional, social, and cognitive development, enhancing that communication through the use of baby sign may also improve those aspects. And finally, parents who are taught baby sign report lower amounts of stress, a better understanding of their infants, and a stronger connection to them. Such claims are subjective and difficult to test, but even in cases where benefits are observed, the evidence seems to suggest that the mechanism is not quite what we expect. The pairing of verbal words with physical gestures on the parent side make it very difficult to know which one the babies are responding to, with evidence suggesting that they rely more on the verbal information than the gestures. The use of baby sign can also result in an increase in shared attention between the infant and the parent, which in and of itself can have a whole host of developmental benefits, although not necessarily from the signs themselves. It should be noted that there is no evidence to suggest that baby sign harms baby development. And given the anecdotal evidence of reduced stress alone, if I was a parent, it might be something I would try. Throughout this video, I've been consistently referring to this as baby sign, although many sources online call it baby sign language. But I believe this shows a fundamental misunderstanding of what sign language and language in general actually is. It's natural for people who don't know sign language to compare it to their own use of gesture, but this leaves them with a false impression. Often people think that sign language is just a series of signs that they then need to tease the meaning out of, but sign language is language. It is not a random collection of words. It has a grammar, a structure, a system, and it is as rich and complex and expressive as any spoken language. Baby sign, much like animal language, spoilers for tomorrow, lacks this complexity and this structure, making it, if anything, more akin to a linguistic pidgin than an actual language. But much like pigeons can be very useful for facilitating communication between groups that do not have another way to communicate, so might baby sign.